On June 7, 1992, three women vanished without a trace from Springfield, Missouri. Sherrill Levitt, her daughter Suzie Streeter, and Suzie's friend Stacy McCall were last seen after a night of celebration. The case of the Springfield Three has haunted investigators and true crime enthusiasts for decades. How could three people disappear from a home with no sign of struggle, no witnesses, and no clear evidence? In this deep dive, we will unravel the chilling details, explore the theories, and ask the question, could new evidence finally solve this case? The night of the disappearance. On the evening of June 6, 1992, Stacy and Suzie had just graduated from Kickapoo High School. To celebrate, they attended several parties, originally planning to spend the night at a friend's house. However, at the last minute, they decided to stay at Suzie's home instead. Sherrill, a single mother, was already home for the night. But by the morning of June 7th, they were gone. Their cars were parked outside, their belongings left behind, and the house showed no signs of forced entry or struggle. What happened between the time they arrived and when they were supposed to meet friends the next day? The first signs of trouble. When friends arrived at the house to pick up Stacy and Suzie for a planned trip to a water park, they were met with an eerie scene. The front door was unlocked. The women's purses and keys were still inside. The TV was left on. And the family dog, Cinnamon, was unharmed, but visibly distressed. Calls to the house went unanswered. Concern quickly turned to panic when none of the women showed up later that day. The call that changed everything. One of the most mysterious details of this case involves strange phone calls received at the house. Before authorities were even contacted, a friend who had come looking for the women answered two bizarre calls from an unidentified male. The calls were described as lewd and unsettling. Were these prank calls? Or did they hold a chilling clue to the women's disappearance? Were the calls made by someone who knew them? Or was this the work of a stalker lurking in the shadows? The investigation begins by the evening of June 7th. Authorities were called, and an investigation was launched. Police noted the absence of forced entry, leading them to believe the women either knew their abductor or were tricked into leaving willingly. Early theories suggested a possible home invasion, but with no clear evidence, the mystery deepened. Investigators scoured the home, searching for fingerprints, DNA, or any clue that might lead them to the missing women. The green van theory. Several witnesses reported seeing a suspicious green van in the area around the time of the disappearance. Some even claimed to see Suzie inside, looking distressed. Despite numerous leads and composite sketches, the van was never located. Could it have been the key to solving the case? Who owned the van and why was it never found? The possibility that the van was connected to their disappearance remains one of the strongest theories in the case. The possible suspects. Over the years, several persons of interest have emerged, including convicted criminals who had been active in the area at the time. One name frequently linked to the case is Robert Craig Cox, a known felon who once lived in Springfield. Cox has made cryptic statements suggesting he knows what happened, but he has never provided concrete evidence. Authorities have tried to extract more information from him, but he has remained tight-lipped. Was he truly involved, or is he simply seeking attention? Theories and speculation. From human trafficking to a serial killer on the loose, numerous theories have circulated about what could have happened to the Springfield Three. Some believe they were abducted by multiple perpetrators, while others think they may have been targeted by someone they knew. However, with no bodies and no crime scene, all theories remain speculative. Could they have been taken for ransom? Or was this the work of an organized crime ring? The cold case turns hot again. In recent years, new tips have surfaced, and investigators have revisited old evidence with modern forensic techniques. Digital advancements have allowed authorities to analyze DNA and fingerprints in ways that weren't possible in 1992. The Springfield Police Department remains hopeful that a break in the case could come at any moment. The dig site mystery. One of the most chilling leads came when a concrete-filled parking garage was identified as a possible burial site. A tip suggested that the women's bodies could be beneath it. Ground-penetrating radar detected 3 anomalies, consistent with human remains, but authorities never dug it up. Why? Was it due to financial constraints, legal issues, or a lack of solid evidence? The decision not to excavate has fueled frustration among those seeking answers. The role of the media. The Springfield Three case gained national attention, with media outlets covering every development. From TV documentaries to podcasts, the case has remained in the public eye. Could media pressure eventually lead to a breakthrough? Has the overwhelming media coverage helped or hindered the investigation? The family's endless search for answers. Decades later, the families of the missing women continue to search for answers. They have followed countless leads, organized awareness campaigns, and worked with authorities hoping for closure. The emotional toll has been unimaginable. Each passing year only adds to their pain, but they refuse to give up hope. With advancements in forensic science, new techniques like familial DNA searching and isotope analysis could provide answers. Could modern technology finally crack the case? If remains are ever found, could DNA profiling finally identify the perpetrators? Similar cases and possible connections. Several unsolved cases bear striking similarities to the Springfield Three. Could their disappearances be linked? Investigators have examined cases with similar patterns in Missouri and beyond. Could a serial offender be responsible for multiple unsolved cases? Theories revisited. What's most likely? Based on all available evidence, what's the most plausible explanation? We examine the most likely scenarios and compare them to the latest investigative insights. Could it have been a kidnapping gone wrong? Or was there something more sinister at play? The final questions. Will we ever know the truth? The Springfield Three case remains one of the most baffling mysteries in true crime history. While the investigation continues, many questions remain unanswered. Could new witnesses come forward? Will forensic breakthroughs provide the key? Until the truth is revealed, the fate of Sherrill Levitt, Suzie Streeter, and Stacy McCall remains an open-ended mystery. Could a missing clue still be out there, waiting to be discovered? Share your theories in the comments, and let's keep this case alive until justice is served.